What's up, everybody? Ty Bartellin with another edition of Player Profile. This time we head to the hot corner over at Austintown Fitch High School. Third baseman Morgan Roby joining me today from the softball team. Morgan, how we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not doing too bad. I know there's a lot of excitement as you guys are gearing up for the season this upcoming Saturday, too, just a few days away. What's your anticipation like gearing up for junior year coming off of a second straight state championship run?
I'm hype. I know that. I'm just excited for the season, excited to get more action in the field, just be with my teammates again, just have a great time with them.
When you look at this upcoming season, too, what were some things that you look to improve on in your game, particularly getting ready for junior year?
I wanted to knowing that we don't have city anymore. I'm going to be playing a lot more defense, fielding more bunts, just having more balls hit at me. So I've been working on fielding and stuff, just more hard hit balls to me and just stuff like that, and just clean defense.
With you being a junior now, I'm sure there's a little bit more responsibility on your shoulders to kind of be a voice now, being an upperclassman. How's that kind of been for you trying to take the next step in being a leader and being one of the voices for the team?
It's been good. A lot of people look up to me and stuff. I'm always telling people just play with confidence, just stay up with whatever you do. I'm always hyping up my pitchers if about anything, if they're down or something, I'm always hyping them up and just making sure that they're okay on the mound or anyone's okay around me really.
We'll get to talking about this year too in a little bit of future chapters, but I want to talk about the first chapter and where all this started for softball. What are the earliest memories? What do you first remember getting involved in the sport?
My when I was probably 4, I joined T-ball and I immediately fell in love with the game. I was like I want to play this game forever. And I have so many great memories just from being with all my friends back then and just coming in from off all the different times with them. And I've just built so many great memories with all my friends and all the people I played with and all the coaches, all the bonds that I've made have just been absolutely amazing.
You are a big time jokester for this team, and you like to make everyone laugh and smile too. What has that been like for you two, personality wise? Just trying to get a reaction out of people, it feels like all the time you are too. What's that like? I feel like you've kind of embraced that role though of being like the jokester of the team.
Oh, I just love putting myself out there. I love making everyone happy and I like being a funny person. And I'm just always happy and always laughing. And that's just what I love about it. I just like making people laugh, making people smile. It's just I just love being funny.
Third year you're coming into softball now, starting with the program. And your first 2 years, you go to the state championship and you come away winners of the state championship. What kind of standard, I guess, has that set for you guys in your mind too, and what you're trying to achieve this year? I know you might have some people not looking your way as much too because of what you lost from last year, but I know a lot of you girls are hungry to kind of make that deep run once again.
Yeah, well, our standards are set very high. We're always going to keep pushing ourselves to the limit, just making sure that we can go back to where we are and us just playing with confidence and just staying up and knowing that we could get there again with the amount of work that we put in and amount of time, just amount of anything, team bonding, just anything that we could do to keep our bond up and make sure everything is set and locked in our fielding and our hitting and all the above.
You are one of the best two strike hitters, I think, in the entire area in terms of softball. You don't strike out much. I know the last strikeout you had was even a questionable call and third strike, too, in your standards. When you talk about just your two strike approach, what kind of shifts in your mind going from count maybe you're ahead in or to a count that you're down in with two strikes? What kind of shifts in your mind to protecting that plate?
Well, the shift in my mind is just make sure I could say if I don't like the pitch, just fall off as many balls that I can possible. I just feel I know I'm going to get contact on the ball, so I'm not scared about that. I'm just confident up there. I always have a thing in my mind where I'm just you're gonna hit the ball, you can do this and stuff like that. And I'm just always protecting myself around the plate, just about any pitch. If I don't like it, I'll just swing at it and then foul it off and stuff. But usually when I do that, I usually get a hit, but
I know there's a lot of people that would love to have the low strikeout numbers you have. Any advice, any things you've worked on over the years that's kind of helped you with being able to protect the plate too and be such a tough strikeout?
Well, I'm very patient at the plate. You just have to be patient and just just know what ball like that you want. Like you just have to protect yourself and just find your perfect pitch and just have patience at the plate and just be calm about everything that you go through at the plate.
I know you've been in the program for a while too. You've been involved in sports for a long time. How's it like for you now that you're on the other side now? You're one of the high schoolers that are helping these youth players too that are looking up to you and wanting to be in your shoes one day. What's that kind of like for you? That dynamic helping out the youth players.
Well, I like being helping people out, and it just means a lot to me that I'm like helping like little girls out wanting to play like my position or wherever they want to play when they're older. It's just like I just love it because people like love softball, and I just want to show my love for the game to them so they could have like what I have, and then just so they could keep working and just doing like other stuff like just so they're really like focused on the game.
So we talked about how you never strike out. We talked about advice you give to people for not striking out. Going from the other side now, if you were in a pitcher's shoes, how do you strike yourself out? How would you attack yourself to strike yourself out? Because it doesn't feel like you have any kind of holes in your swing. Is
I
there any strategy that you have to strike yourself out?
I honestly don't know. Probably just an umpire calling a bad pitch strike.
Let's do some rapid fire questions. I always like doing a quick round of these. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What inspired you to start playing softball?
Definitely my parents, like especially my dad, he pushed me into it a lot and I just started like growing on the sport and I just had a lot of fun with it.
Do you have any kind of pregame rituals or superstitions?
I always like dancing and I'm always listening to music or something, just hyping myself up. Me and Abby are always dancing together doing something.
What's the walk up song gonna be this year?
Well, it's Nokia by Drake.
Okay. If you were doing like a dance like they do touchdown celebrations too for like hits or home runs, what would your celebration dance be?
I don't even know. I don't even I'd do anything. Just like probably just some double celly.
Who's your biggest role model in softball?
um I don't know if I don't really have one, but probably like well my dad just he's just I don't know, just my
Okay.
dad, I'm
Your
guessing.
dad. That's a perfectly fine answer. What's one of your favorite memories from playing at Austintown Fitch? What's like one of your not let's not do memory because I know those ones are easy. Let's do what's your favorite play you've made at Austintown Fitch?
Probably the one in the state game 2 years ago when I caught that foul ball and like Anthony Wayne's dugout when I dove for it.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one. I do remember that one. Let's go through the teammates too. Who do you think the funniest teammate is aside from yourself?
Abby.
Who, if you were to line everybody up foul line to foul line, who's the fastest other than Kayleana Ray?
Alyssa.
If you were doing a home run derby with everybody, who's winning that?
Either Abby or Kylie.
If you could take one skill from any of your teammates, which skill would you take and why?
Probably I would take Kayliana's speed because she's fast.
That's a good one too. Up those stolen bases. Do you have any plans to playing at the next level collegiately?
Yeah, I do. I'm getting all my stuff out there, posting on Twitter, sending emails, doing whatever I can just to get myself out there.
I know that's starting to open up a little bit now for you going into junior year. How exciting is that for you?
Oh, it's exciting. Like there's a bunch of different colleges looking at me and stuff, and I'm just trying to perform my best game that I can.
How do you deal with high pressure situations in big games?
I get nervous, obviously, and but I usually just calm myself down and just push through what I can. Just try not to get overworked and stuff, and just try to calm myself down.
What was a challenge and or a slump, I guess, that you've gone through with softball, and how'd you get over it and overcome?
Well, I've had like a bunch of different hitting slumps, but I've just got over it because I've always worked for myself on the tee or doing front toss or whatever. And I just like when I realize like I get my first hit, I'm like, oh, I'm out of this slump. And like I just always be so proud of myself and over that.
How do you kind of mentally prepare for a game or game day?
Well, I usually literally just lock in. Like it's like I just like the way I lock in is like I just like I'm with my teammates. I'm just like having fun with them and just around them and just like when I need to lock in, I need to lock in and I get all serious and stuff. So
Find yourself slipping into the zone. How do you kind of balance the academic side of things with the athletic side of things and try to find success in both?
well, I try to balance it as best as I can, but I know my schoolwork always comes first and stuff, and I just always try to get that done. And I always know like when I need to get like my stuff done, and I'm always on time with everything. So,
Who's been some of your favorite teachers and favorite classes you've had at Fitch?
my favorite teacher has been Mr. Damon. He's one of the track coaches at Fitch, and took like a big toll on my life. Like he's like changed. Like he's given me the best advice ever, and he's just been like the nicest person like I've ever met.
After a big win, what's kind of your go-to meal?
Mm, either yeah, Chipotle or Wingstop.
Okay, the wing stops are finally coming around, and they used to be a certain like Cleveland area thing. We're starting to
Yeah,
get them. What's the flavor you go for Wingstop, or does it vary?
I just get garlic parmesan.
You gotta basic, but I mean, still a strong one, no
They
doubt.
don't have like a lot of flavors, so I always just go with that.
What's been an experience or some advice that's helped shape you as in softball and in life?
Well, it's always just like hard work. Everything just hard work. Like always got to like practice and stuff because hard work pays off and just always like just practicing and like putting your foot forward and just realizing, oh, like I have to like do this. Like I can't be lazy. I have to try on things and everything.
How much improvement have you seen from, or what have you seen the most improvement in your game from freshman year to now?
I'm 100% more confident than I was because I was scared at first being a freshman on varsity, and I was just like a nervous wreck, just like because I didn't want to make an error or strike out or whatever. But now I feel more confident in myself, knowing I could do way better than what I did.
Because you have the unique opportunity to play in and win two state championships going into now your third year junior year, is there more or less pressure going into this season having been at the big stage and having achieved that twice now?
I feel like it's in the middle because we lost Sydney now and we're just trying to find our way with like with our new pitchers and stuff, but I feel like it's in the middle because we could go to state again, I feel like, but we just have to work our way there.
How exciting is it for you as a player when, like last year, we see the entire fence getting lined with seats? Like people, there's a buzz about this softball team, and there's people that are coming out of their way to line the fence and make sure they get a glimpse of this team too. What kind of excitement does that generate in the dugout, and how much does that hype you guys out to see the community out supporting you?
It hypes us up like incredibly, like just seeing all the amounts of different support from literally anywhere, all from Austintown, from anywhere, just everyone coming to support us. It makes us all so happy that we know that we have people behind us that will cheer us on and just make sure that we do good and everything.
I didn't get a chance to ask this in the rapid fire, but I want to ask you this because I've been asking this to a lot of players too. Alternate uniform look. If you could do any kind of design, any kind of alternate look color scheme with the Fitch unis, what would that look be for you?
Probably like pink, pink and
You're
blue.
pink and blue. You're going like cotton candy colors. Like you're going way out there
Yep.
too. Would it be like pinstripe look or would it be solid coloring? How would you
Solid
do?
color. Solid
Okay.
color.
How do you feel about the red look too? You like the
Yeah,
ketchup
I
look?
do. I like it a lot.
You like it? I like it too. It's a good look. What about like
Yeah.
a custom bat? Would you do like a if you could do like a pencil look, the ice cream
Oh
cone? Like,
yeah.
would you
Yeah.
what would your custom bat look like?
I don't even know. Like probably just like I would literally probably like have like I'd probably have put some song lyrics on there or something.
Just litter it with lyrics. I love it. I love it. Before I let you go, Morgan, I always like to give student athletes the spotlight to shine it on anybody they want to, and shout out the big role models and the people that have been there in their life.
I'd like to shout out my parents, my brother, my grandma, my papa, my aunt, Coach Ward, all the coaching staff at Fitch, my travel coach Nick Price, just all my friends, family, and just all everyone.
You could catch Morgan Roby and all of the Austintown Fitch Falcons this upcoming Saturday, March 22nd, 2 p.m. first pitch start time against the Mentor Cardinals. Good luck this season, Morgan. I know you probably don't need it. One of the toughest outs in the entire area, no doubt. Best of luck, though, on the diamond this season, and we'll be seeing you out there real soon.